meditation of my heart be acceptable to you, O Lord, my rock and my redeemer. Amen. Please be seated. What a lovely crowd today. Really, I wasn't expecting this many people. So I think this may only be my first time I was here, I think, on Labor Day. But it's great to have all of you to take the time out of the holiday weekend to come and to worship your Savior today. So I thank you all for that. I think all of you now understand the importance of the body of Christ and the blood of Christ, the bread and the wine. We've been discussing it for the last 4 to 5 weeks. So my hope is that all of you got it, and that you know exactly what's going on. Today's gospel from Mark is rather a matter-of-fact type of gospel, and quite blunt at times. It goes right after what we would consider the most religious people during the time. The Pharisees and the scribes, the so-called experts in God's law. When the Pharisees and the scribes asked Jesus why the disciples do not wash their hands before they eat, why are they not living according to the traditions of the elders, Jesus called them hypocrites. Simply put, he stated that they're acting a part. They're playing a role, giving the appearance of being Christ-like, talking with their lips, not with their hearts. This notion of acting a part, the Greek notion, really has no Hebrew or Aramaic parallels to this idea of hypocrisy or hypocrite. So we really don't know what Aramaic word Jesus used that was translated into this word, hypocrite. It also must be stated as a matter of fact that the Pharisees and the scribes did not consider themselves hypocrites. God told the people of Israel that they were to be a priestly kingdom and a holy nation. They were trying to live into that and thought that they were. They also understood that God's calling of Israel was also a gift. The laws were also a gift, as a way for people to have order in their lives. Their faith and their order was to be a witness to all the nations, all the people around them. Now the thing that rubbed Jesus the wrong way was the fact that they now took all these laws, all these rules, and all these traditions, and surrounded themselves with these, and anyone who didn't conform, they felt was a threat. They were making themselves better than anyone else, thinking that they were doing everything right. They felt that Jesus and the disciples were a threat to all the laws, to everything that they were trying to uphold. Unfortunately, they were not on the proper journey. They were concentrating so much on the rules and external things of faithfulness that they forgot to examine their own hearts. They forgot the true commandments: to love the Lord their God with all their heart, all their soul, all their mind, and to love their neighbor as themselves. They were setting up a clean versus unclean, good versus bad. They were not just threatened by the fact that the disciples weren't practicing good hygiene, but they were afraid that this would lead to other things, that they would no longer honor their traditions, conform to their ideas of faith and practice. This was actually a form of spiritual ritual purity. They forgot to examine in their hearts as it relates to the commandments of Christ. Now, how many of you regularly go to the doctor to have your heart checked? So let me ask you this question. How many of you go to Christ regularly to have your heart checked? We all need to take a look at ourselves. We look at our heart from time to time into the way of truth, into the way of love, into the way of respect. To be Christ-like in everything that we do to the best of our ability. We are not perfect. We never will be. So we do it to the best of our ability. Now, none of us sitting here consider ourselves a hypocrite. We all want to do the right thing. We all are striving to do the right thing. And some of us sitting here may be wondering, what is that right thing? So you're also searching. Now, I think of ways in the church that, although we've had the best intentions, we may be setting up these kind of barriers between clean and unclean, the acceptable and unacceptable. How we may be thinking that traditions are more important than the love of Christ. I remember When someone walks in here, their clothes may not look the best. They may be ragged, and they may be torn. How do you look at that? All these people believed that they were doing the right thing, trying to preserve the church and uphold it to a standard of all its laws. In the lesson we have today in Deuteronomy in 6, it says, "You must observe them diligently, for this will show you wisdom and discernment to the peoples, who when they hear all these statutes will say, surely this great nation is a wise and discerning people." So we need to remember that. But we also must remember the importance of not to put up walls and prevent others from coming to the love of Christ. So as you go along your path, your faith journey, be careful. Be careful that you don't lose the sight of your real purpose. Keep checking in with Christ on how your heart is doing. In the closing Gospels, verses 14 through 23, Jesus calls out to the crowd and says that nothing outside of a person that by going in can defile. The things that come out are what defile. Now there's verses in between that go into quite some details that going in and going out, and we're not going to go into any of that today. Jesus gives examples of some of the things that defile us: theft, murder, adultery, wickedness, deceit, envy, slander, pride, etc., etc. But what about what is said to one another? How can our words defile? Now, how many of you as a kid you said or even heard this, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt"? How many of you? It's got me too. Okay, of course you did. All right. How many of you have been hurt by words? I have. I'm sure you all have at one time or another. So words can hurt. Words can be defiling. Jesus says that these words come from within, from the human heart, where these evil intentions come from. That's why it's so important to go to Christ and have your heart checked every once in a while, to be sure that your words and your actions are Christ-like and not meant to hurt or set ourselves up as being someone special above all others, to be welcoming, to be understanding. The Episcopal Church is built on the promise that we meet people where they are, not that they meet us where we are, but we grow together. We grow together as a church family. So go into the world as Christ has commanded us and be Christ-like in all you do, and do it to the best of your ability. Be open to everyone who walks through these doors. All who come here seeking answers, seeking comfort, seeking someone to help, to hold them up. We are a loving church. We have our rules, we have our laws and traditions, the way that we do things. But never hold them up as a wall against someone. Be strong in your faith and live out your commandment that you were given. To love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, and love your neighbors as yourself. Yes, we uphold practices and rules to uplift the church, but we must also be mindful that we do not separate ourselves from our neighbors, or separate ourselves from God's true intentions for each and every one of us. Amen.
Amen.